Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Stock Talk Live with Tim. I'm Tim McKenzie. It is so exciting to have all of you to be online with us right now at this hour. It is 3 o'clock. I have something on my face here. It is 2:58. It's 3 o'clock on Friday, July the 23rd, 2021. Let's talk about the market and how things are going. Certainly, I hope that you all are receiving the bell, the notification that I'm on live to talk about the market this late in the afternoon. Being that it's 2:58, we have approximately um, 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 1 hour um, for the market's closing. Number one, for those of you who have calls and puts that closes today, if you don't have enough, if you do not have enough to purchase those stocks, those options, it will close in about 1 minute. It will close at 3 o'clock. It will close at 3 o'clock, and then if you do have enough, it will close at, and it closes today, it will close at 4 o'clock. So you will see your options, your trade options, your puts and your call close at either 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock, excuse me, 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock today. The market is doing real well today. Actually, the market is doing well today. I had a goal. I was explaining to a cousin of mine um, that I had a goal to reach by today. And guess what? I reached that goal. I reached that goal just a few moments ago, and have went over, as a matter of fact. And I have an hour to go, so I'm hoping to go far beyond that goal that I've reached. Of course, like I said, those stocks that closes today, which is the 23rd of July, and you do not have enough to purchase those stocks, they will drop off at 3 o'clock. And if you do have enough and it closes today, it will close at 4 o'clock. So I have some of mine. Let me list some of them that I have, and they are actually not doing that well. They're not doing that well. Let me share this on my Facebook page. Let me share this on my Facebook page, and then I will be right back with you, because I know there's some others that are looking for me. So let me put that on my Facebook groups page, um, and then they will be able to chime in if they so desire. Okay, it should be over there on the page. Hey, let me say hey to them. For those of you who are on Facebook, again, hello to each and every one of you. Thank you for joining us here on Stock Talk Live with Tim. If you want to communicate with me, you will need to click my picture. You will need to click my picture. Once you click my picture, it's going to take you over to YouTube, and then you should be able to chat with me. So welcome aboard. And certainly, if you want to chat with me, you certainly may do so. All right. Hello to you, Leo. Hello to you, Leo. It is good to see you. It is good to see you. I am on Stock Talk Live with Tim right now as we speak. So people are calling me. I don't know why. And they know I'm on because they're probably looking at me. So y'all look at them. Just look at them. Calling me, knowing I'm on. I don't know why they're doing that. It's called disrespect. So I'm gonna have to hit you back later, bro. I'm gonna hit you back. All right. All right, later. Nonetheless, let's get back to stock. Let's get back to stock. I have so much wonderful friends. Leo, it's good to see you. Good afternoon to you as well. And hope and I pray that you and your family are doing very well. All right. Now let's talk about some of the options. Let's talk about some of the options. Some of the options that I have and that are not doing good, not doing well, and they close today. They should be closing here in about 2 minutes or about a minute or so. I have a Disney call that I lost all of my money on. See, they're closing. They're closing. I have a see, they're closing, so I can't even begin to call them because they're closing on me. They're closing on me because if you don't have enough, it closes at 3, and if you have enough, it closes at 4. I have a Disney call that closes today, which is the 23rd, that I lost all of my money on. I didn't have a lot of money on it, so I didn't lose anything. I have an MVIS that closes today. Um, I bought two buys. I didn't do well. It wasn't a lot of money, so I lost all of my money on that. Now all of these others, they closed today, but I did very well on Sundial, Facebook. I'm killing it today. If you have a Facebook call for today, you should be doing very well because Facebook is doing very well today. AMD, which closes. Now, my Facebook closes next week, the 30th. My AMD closes next week, the 30th. I have an $89 call for AMD, which closes next week. I'm doing very well on that. I am killing the market with Moderna. Of course, you know Moderna and Pfizer. They're the one that made the vaccine for the coronavirus. So I'm doing very well with Moderna. I just got into that again today, and it looks like I have made um, $820. And if I close it out now, I will get $1,640. That's not bad for something I just got today while sitting in a meeting this morning around 10:30. So that's not bad for $1,640 for a few hours of work, and then I didn't have to lift a shovel. Or a rake or anything like that. Lulu, I just got that this morning as well. Actually, I didn't pay a lot for it. I got two contracts with it. Um, I'm not actually losing or gaining anything with Lulu, but Lulu is going to close next week, so I am going to keep that until next week. I am going to keep it until next week. And then, of course, there's one called YOU. I'm not doing bad with that at all. I'm not doing bad with that at all. Neither am I doing too well with it either. FFIE is another one that I am doing pretty good with. I'm doing pretty good with that one. So FFIE, if you don't have that one, you should get some of that one. You won't regret it. We talked about Lulu. We talked about Facebook. CMG, which is Chipotle. Chipotle has gained. It looks like about $30 today. It has gained about $30 today. I have made today on Chipotle $2,387.41. So Chipotle is not a bad one to have. As you come on, please say something to me. Say hello so that I can know who you are, because I see that you're watching, but I don't know who you are. And I know some people. Let me say to you again, for those of you who are watching on Facebook, if you want to be able to communicate with me, to chat with me, you've got to click my picture, and then it'll take you over to YouTube. And once you get over to YouTube, these people coming in with all the noise. Once you get over to YouTube, you will be able to chat with me. So I do want to hear from you. I want to see who you are. So please do that. Amazon is doing very well today. Amazon is so far at $3,659.97. They have went up today by $21. So 81 that had a call with Amazon, which I had one, and I've made $1,989 and 25 cents. So not bad, huh? Not bad for a day's work. Not bad for a day's work. Disney, as I said a little while ago, I think I've lost all of my money on Disney, all of my call, not all of my money, but all of my call. What's up, Chris? What's up, Chris? What's up, Chris? But Disney, for me, that was a bad call, and I had it for a while. It's going to close out here in just a moment because today is the 23rd, and it closes out on the 23rd. All right, all right. We talked about Moderna. Um, Apple. Apple did is doing good today. If you think that a dollar, if you think that a dollar and 58 cents is not good for Apple, that is very good. For Apple, that is very good. Now, when Apple it moves means that it moves in dollars and not cents. For the most part, Apple's going to make you $1, $2, $3, $4, etc., etc. And so when you buy Apple contract, you're going to make money. I had some Apple contract this week, which I closed earlier this week because I had made a lot of money off of it and figured it would figured it would drop. But it did not drop. So if I would have stayed in Apple, I would have more money, but I closed it and took my profit earlier in the week. Now let's go to, we talked about Moderna. Google is killing it, my brothers and sisters. Chris, if you had a call for Apple Class A, excuse me, Alphabet Class A, which is Google, the if the official uh, name, the official stocks name for Google is Alphabet Class A or GOOG. Uh, um, um, if you had that today, a call, if you were in it yesterday and had it all day today, it went up $90.40. It went up $90.40. Some people bought two of them and made $9,000. I know somebody who told me today, check out Apple Class A and B. You know, A and B are pretty much the same. So if you have one, you don't really need the other because they're pretty much the same. But it is A and C. I'm sorry, not A and B, but A and C. So A made $90.58 so far today, and it's dropping now. So if I were you, for those of you who are watching, and you have a call for Google A, sell it now, unless if you don't have enough to purchase 100 contracts, it's going to close anyway at 3 o'clock, and it's past 3 o'clock, so it should have closed by now. So that's Apple. That's Apple. And then excuse me, that's Google. That's Google. And then Twitter is doing pretty good today. Twitter has gained $2.53. So Twitter is in the green. Twitter is in the green. These are the stocks that helped me to reach my goal that I had for today. These are the stocks that helped me to reach my goal for today. And some of you who were on last week know that I had a goal for July the 23rd of $90,000. I had a goal for $90,000, and I reached my goal today because I also have a goal for the end of the month. The end of the month, the end of July, and actually since the end of July is the 31st, which is a Saturday. Really, the last trading day this month is the 30th. So I'm going to actually give myself until the third of August, because remember, the unemployment rate is coming out August the 5th. We checked it the other night, right? What did we say? That August the 5th is going to come out. And so I have a goal before the unemployment rate comes out, number one, of $100,000 for one of my account. Of course, I have two. For one of my account, I have a goal of $100,000 that I want to do by the 3rd of August. And certainly I hope I would make that goal. It's moving. It's moving, y'all. It's moving. Certainly I should be able to reach that goal. Now, why am I saying before the unemployment rate? Because the unemployment rate, I expect, this is Tim McKenzie speaking, I expect for the unemployment rate is going to hurt the stock market because unemployments are horrible. That's why you see all of these now hiring signs all over the place. So it's going to hurt the stock market. All right. So what we want to do is I want to get this done, get this and reach this goal before the unemployment rate comes out. And secondly, the second CTC, the second child tax credit check will be released the 1st of August, right? And so that will give those individuals who are spending that money between the 1st of August and the 5th of August to spend that money. So I want to try to get some of that CTC money, even though I'm not eligible. I have no children of age, of such age between 0 and 17. So I'm not eligible, but I can get some of their money by them spending the money, and I'm getting it from the stock market. So y'all help me out. Those of you with children, help me out. Help a brother out. Help a brother out. All right, because I do have a goal by the 2nd, and certainly I know I can reach that. All right. And then the next one that I want to mention, Pfizer. Pfizer was like this today. If you can see that, I don't know if you can see that, or if you pull up Pfizer. Now, what is Pfizer? Pfizer is the second company. There's 3 companies that are making at least 3 companies. Let me put it like that. There are at least 3 companies that are making a vaccine for COVID-19. All right, it's Pfizer, it's Moderna, and it's Johnson and Johnson. Invest in those three companies. Even if you just buy the stocks, even if you don't day trade with it, at least buy the stocks. And right now, none of them are really expensive because Pfizer used to be as low as $32 a share a little under a year ago. And it's at only at $41 a share now. You can trade with them. You can trade with them as well as, watch this, Pfizer pays dividends of 3.71. That's some pretty good dividends for Pfizer, right? That's some pretty good dividends. So if I were you, I would invest in Pfizer. Hold on. If I were you, I would invest in Pfizer. I would invest in Johnson and Johnson. While we're there, let's look at Johnson and Johnson. Johnson, let's look at Johnson and Johnson and see how much is the stock for Johnson and Johnson. Now, Johnson and Johnson more than Pfizer, because Johnson and Johnson has been around for ages, for ages. You know, I mean, I remember having children and buying Johnson and Johnson baby powder. So they've been around for a long time. So they're at $171.72. They have went up by $1.74 today. A good stock to have. It's not cheap, but you can buy a dollar amount. If you cannot afford the $171.68 for the whole share, then buy a dollar amount. Buy $100 worth of Johnson and Johnson. At least you will be in it. And when Johnson and Johnson makes money, you will make money. Chris has a question. Chris, in fact, I had it at 34 and sold it at 40 and on a day trade. Chris, far as that is okay, very good. And then the last one we talked about Moderna, we talked about Pfizer, we talked about Johnson and Johnson. So all of those are stocks, vaccine for the coronavirus. DKNG, look it up. Look it up. It didn't go up today. It didn't go down today. I mean, it was crazy today. If you can see that, if you can see how crazy DKNG has been today, if you can see that, it has been really crazy today. And as crazy as it has been, it's only gained about 35 cents. It's only gained about 35 cents. So I'm sure that I'm sure that the stocks, I'm sorry, the calls are rather inexpensive, and they are. They are. If you want to close it out today, which you can't, you can bet that'll go up to 50 cents by the end of the day, by 4 o'clock, which I would not do. That's a dare, right? So if you want to close it on July the 30th, which is next week, that'll cost you $107 to say that that one, which is DKNG, will go up to $50, and I'm sure that it will. It'll go up to $50 by next week. All right. A lot of my stocks, I'm getting the emails now that a lot of my stocks are executing. They're selling off because it's after 3 o'clock. They're selling off. They're selling off. And then, because I don't think I bought anything new. So they're selling off. So that's good. Those 3 o'clock ones are selling off. All right. And then, of course, let's talk about another one, Snap. Snap is doing really good today. And if I'm not mistaken, I told some of you on yesterday or the day before to purchase some of the Snap. I told you to purchase some Snap because Snap went up today by $14.88. So, Chris, if you had, I don't know if you did or not, if you had a day trade with Snap, you would have made a killing today. You would have made a killing today. And it's not, it's actually, it's expensive now because how much it has went up. But if you had gotten into Snap earlier this morning, so listen, for those Snap is currently at $77.84. If I were you, I'll even do it myself right now. I'm gonna do it so y'all can see I'm doing it. I would buy Snap today, being that it's 3 o'clock, to close next week. I would buy Snap today to close next week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to July the 30th, which is next week, and currently Snap is at $77.78. I'm going to say Snap is going to go to $78 by next Friday. That's going to cost me, why does it say that? Yeah, that's going to cost me $269 because it's going up real fast. So I'm going to purchase it real fast because it's going up fast, right? And so I'm going to close it out next Friday. Now, please understand, and Chris, I don't know if I told you this last night. Just because a stock is scheduled to close on a particular Friday, you don't have to let it close. You don't have to let it expire. When you think that you have made enough money on that particular stock, you can close it off whenever you want to. You can close it off whenever you want to. You don't have to close it off. I mean, you don't have to let it expire. If you see that you have made $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, sell it and take your profit and then get right back into it. At least you would have saved some of the profit, right? Let me give you an example. If you see that you, like I did this week with Moderna, I saw that I was up $7,500 with Moderna and that I didn't sell quick enough, but I sold when it was at $5,500. I lost $2,000. Well, I wouldn't say lose. I didn't lose $2,000, but I could have sold it at $7,500, but I didn't. So I sold it at $5,500. They deposited that money into my buying power. Then I turned around and from my buying power, I went right back in Moderna and get something cheaper, have money in my buying power, and then use the other money to buy some more Moderna and other things as well. That's what I usually do. In other words, I'm not going to let the stock market um, uh, cheat me out of all of my money. If you want to put it like that, I'm going to keep as much of the profit as possible. Keep as much of the profit as possible, and then you'll have big money in your buying power. Let me see, because someone is texting me from. Um, all right. Someone has texted me for some crazy stuff, which I don't have time for right now. All right. Let me go here and see that. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm just want to.
Just saying hello.
Hey,
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 see
what's
you,
up?
man.
Good to see you. Yeah, you too. All right. All right. So we are back. We are back. We are back. We are back. All right. For those of you who are on, those of you who are on Facebook, those of you who are on Facebook, don't forget you will have to click the picture. You will have to click the picture in order to join us on YouTube. You will have to click the picture in order to join us on YouTube. Once you click the picture, then you'll be able to communicate with us on YouTube and get in on the conversation. Now, let me hear from some of you. I know that there's quite a few of you listening from different platforms. There's quite a few of you listening from different platforms. If you want me to be able to see your comments, you'll have to click the picture on Facebook, Stock Live with Tim, and then it's going to bring you over to YouTube, and then I'll be able to see your conversation. Don't forget, subscribe and tell your friends. Tell your family members, tell everybody to please subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel and then click the little bell. Now, if they don't want to be bothered by me, they don't have to click the bell. But I'm trying to get the subscribers up. At least I want to get the subscribers up. Pam, how are you? Good to hear from you. How are you doing today on the market? Chris, let me come back to you. Let me come back to you. Is everything that you did this morning still working for you? Let me put it like that. Is everything that you did this morning, Chris, is it still working for you is it still working in your favor? Let me put it like that. Is it still working in your favor? That's Chris. Um, 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 CJ says, I got calls coming from everywhere. CJ says, what's the benefit to company with options contract? I don't know if, let me see if I understand the question, CJ. The benefit, see, there's some companies on Facebook that you cannot trade option with. And then there are some that you can. So if I'm reading your question right, you're asking me what is the benefits of those company that you can trade with options contract. Am I right, CJ? If that's the case, let me answer it like this. Remember, those company has for the most part billions of dollars. They have billions, not hundreds and thousands of, they have billions of dollars. Bloomberg, they have billions of dollars. So everyone is not going to take the time out to learn the charts and learn how to do trade. So they're going to, for the most part, wing it. So you're gonna just wing it with, let me use as little as $150. I'm gonna make a bet of $150. You don't know what you're doing. Now that company has wiped you out. Because remember, when it gets down to $1, they've wiped you out. You cannot recover from $1. They've taken all of your money. Now, some people who, remember, that's when you started, they ask you those questions. Are you good? Are you a professional? Are you an amateur? Because they want to know who is on the market. When you get good, like I guess I can consider myself as good. When you get good and you know the market, you know how to read the market, you know how to read the chart, and for the most part, the stuff is guesstimation, if I can put it like that. It's guesstimation. They're losing money with me. But what about those other 9 or 10 people that they gained money with? They gained money because that's why a lot of people will quit, because they'll lose a few dollars and then they say, well, I don't understand this thing. I'm going to quit. I'm out of here, because they don't understand and they don't take the time out to read it. They are so many people that and that I know personally who have actually stopped their job and they're at home doing nothing but the market and living off of that, because they study the market, they study how to read the charts, and so they're making money off of various companies and not just one. People like me who have 4 or 5 favorites, but there's others who have 10 or 15 favorites and they're making money. So there's benefits is on the company, because they're going to lose money sometimes on me and they're going to make money sometimes on me, because I don't win all the time. I'll never tell anybody that. I don't win all the time. There are days that I have losing days. Remember, when I lose, they have that money. If you make a bet of $850 and now you're down and you have $100 left, so you've lost $750 or whatever, or $650, whatever. That's money goes to that company. Remember, that money goes to that company. They don't want me to win. That's why the market goes like that. That's why the market is tricky. And that's why here's what, remember what I said on last night about the companies that will, when they see that certain things going on with the company, with their stock, unlike the clock, you can't stop the clock, but you can hold the market. AMC, a whole lot of people got rich off of AMC and GameStop a few months ago. I think it was back in April or May or something, March or April, February or March. A whole lot of people got rich off of it. A whole lot of us made a lot of money on it. The people from AMC and GameStop, they were so upset. In the middle of the day, they halted trading. Not the entire market, but they halted trading for AMC and GameStop, because they said, hey, we're losing a lot of money. This is Tim McKenzie speaking. I think that's of the government. I think that's unfair. It's unfair for the government to allow them to do that. So you mean to tell me that you can halt the market when you're losing a lot of money as a company and your investors, those who buying your stocks and have a trade option, they're making a lot of money, so you have the right to halt the market. That's just not fair. Why don't you halt the market when your investors are losing money? Now, the entire market, if the entire market begins to fall, they will halt it and let it reset itself. But then there's times when they will let an individual company like AMC and GameStop halt just those particular stocks. And then now those investors have an opportunity to hold us from making so much money for 30 minutes, 45 minutes or so. And then when they reset the market, when they reset the clock, then now the stock's gonna drop and a whole lot of people lost a lot of money because they didn't get out before the halt. That is unfair. And the trading commission should investigate stuff like that. But guess what? They're not, because those individuals are on the market too. They're the insiders. So they're not going to hurt their own pocket by investigating stuff like that. They're going to make that legal. They're going to make that legal, right? So that's just how the market works. But that's CJ. I hope I answered your question. But that's the benefits, because even though they're going to make some money off some people who just jump in haphazardly or blindly, don't know what they're doing, and they're going to wipe out their whole savings. That's why, what do I always tell you all? Don't put all of your eggs in one basket, right? Don't put all in the stock market. You should have a Roth IRA, 401k, TSP, other things for money other places. Now, because me, and I'll be honest with you, I've gotten to the point it's a game for me because I have money every which where. So it's a game for me. It's like when you all sit down and play uh, uh, 2K, Xbox, PlayStation, or whatever the case may be, you all playing games. That's a game for you. That's your fun and that's your pastime. Till y'all don't even go to bed at night because y'all playing that stuff all night long. Well, that's the same thing with me. My game is the stock market. My game is the stock market. There's a friend of mine, an old soldier of mine, who his thing is he collects Jordans, and he has them all. He has them all. And in his garage, he has a wall to wall Jordans all over the place. If that's his thing, that's his thing. But I'm like, you're spending $199 plus. Sometimes you're gonna get the plug and get it a little cheaper, or whatever the case may be. But I really don't get that. That same money, all of those Jordans that you have, you could have invested in Nike. Because then now he's saying, I'm getting too old for this. I'm going to start trading these and selling them on eBay. Okay, you're going to make some money. But nonetheless, I want to own some of the company, because remember, the more stocks you own, the more of the company that you own, the more you own. Pam says, I think I'm going to do a trade with Snap. Pray for me, pray with me. Let's see where Snap is. Pam, I think we said earlier that Snap was doing very well today. Let's see, Snap. Snap, I think I just did I just do a trade? No, yeah, I have one. Let me refresh it. Let's see. I have a trade with Snap. Um, I have a trade with Snap and Pam to close on next Friday. It's moving up and down, and actually I haven't lost. Right, I just bought it a little while ago, and I'm not losing anything, nor am I gaining anything, because it said since I bought it just a few moments ago, I've only made $1. I haven't lost anything. I've made $1. So hopefully it'll shoot to the sky before 4 o'clock. It doesn't close until next Friday. And certainly I think that Snap could get up to, what's my bet that it will get to $78 by next Friday. Because currently, where is Snap? Currently, Snap is at, where is Snap currently? Snap is at $77.82. $77.82. And I think it'll get to $78 by next Friday. All right. Some money is better than no money. So please play responsibly. Play responsibly. Is that all the questions? We've been on for 35 minutes. Let me give you some other projections. Today is Friday. I'm telling you some stuff that you should get into, as Pam just said. Get into Snap today before 4 o'clock p.m. 3:45 now, 3:45, 3:50, whatever the case may be. Because remember, the later you get in, now if you're losing money, you won't lose a lot of money before closing. But on the flip side of that, if you're gaining money, you're not going to gain a lot of money before closing. All right. So that's why I do it like that. But if you're gaining, you want to get in earlier. You want to get in earlier. And then you want to be in it when the market opens on Monday. You do want to be in it already when the market opens on Monday. And here's another one. Let's talk about another one. Twitter. We talked about Twitter. Twitter is currently $72.01. It has went up today by it's going up steady by $2.42. So if I were you, you can trade with Twitter. You can trade with Twitter. I've made pretty good on Twitter today. Not on I don't have I don't think so. No, I don't have a option with them, but I have 30 shares of Twitter. I have 30 shares of Twitter at $72 a share. So that's not bad, is it? Now it's not a bad one. Let's just see how much it's cost. If it's not a bad one to get in it, July the 30th, to say that Twitter will be up at $72.50 by next Friday. If I do that right now, if I buy that right now, which I'm going to do, I'm going to buy that right now. It's going to cost me $154, and it just purchased. So even if I have 25 minutes before the market closes to say Twitter is going to get up to $72.50, I have 49 cents to go because I bought it at $72. And then it's back and forth between $72 and $72.01. But to say next Friday that Twitter is going to gain 50 cents by next Friday, that is highly possible. That is highly possible. So if I were you, I would get Twitter. If I were you, I would get Twitter. And then what are my stocks? That's Twitter. We talked about Pfizer, Zoom, DKNG, Snap, Microsoft. Microsoft is not cheap. Microsoft is not cheap. The stock is $289.25 per share. And currently they are at $3.12 up today. All right. And it's steady going up. I have about 12 shares of those. And then as far as trading, let's see how much it'll cost. If I want to say that Microsoft is going to go to $290 by next Friday, currently it's at $289.28. It'll cost me $428. I can buy that now, which I will. I'm going to buy that now. I'm going to buy one now, and it's cost me $430. And guess what? Hopefully, it'll get up to that. What did I just bet? I just bet, let me see, did it process? All right, I got the first email saying I bought it. I'm waiting for the second email, see if it's executed. It's going to execute. And let's see if it's going to execute. I'm trying to bet that it'll go up to $290 by next Friday. It hasn't went up. It haven't executed yet. It hasn't not executed yet. It has not executed yet. Wonder, is it going to execute? I don't see it executed yet. Microsoft, it hasn't executed yet. So I think I've got to go in. Let's give it a second here. Let's give it a second because Microsoft is moving today. It's moving. It has not executed. So I'm going to go back into it. It said I've placed it. a $290 call for next Friday. They know that's going to happen, so they're not so quickly to sell that to me. They're not so quick to sell that to me. What they want me to do is to cancel that and buy a more expensive one. But I'm going to wait to see if it processes. Doesn't matter to me, because if it doesn't process by the end of the day, it's going to give me my money back anyway. All right, I think I just got the email saying that it processed. Let's see, because I just got an email. Let's see. Did it process? Did it process? Did it process? Microsoft. I don't see Microsoft. I don't see Microsoft. Nope, it did not process. I don't know what that email was about. So let me go back to Microsoft, and then I'm going to move on. I'm going to go back to Microsoft. It says I placed it. I placed it. So I'm trying to figure out, should I see? It's moving up so fast. See, it's almost there. So I bet if I cancel it and buy something higher, let's see what's higher. I should save that one and buy another one. The other one is $292.50, and that will cost me $325 to close out on next Friday. I'm sure that one will process. So I can purchase that one and then cancel the other one, because I have the money and my buying power to do both of those. The other one hasn't executed. Remember, the other one hasn't executed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy the one that says $292.50 by next Friday. That's going to cost me $330, and watch it execute real fast. Watch it execute. See, it executed. It executed immediately. It executed immediately. And so it says that I have a, oh, did the other one execute? Which one executed? Which one executed? Microsoft. Yeah, I have a 292.50 that executes. I mean that expires next Friday. And so what I'm going to do now is go back to Microsoft. I'm going to go back to Microsoft, the stock itself. I'm going to go back to Microsoft, the stock, and then I'm going to cancel the other one that's pending. I'm going to cancel that one, and they're going to give me that money back. And they're going to give me that money back because I canceled that one. All right. So, but I still have the other one. So, to Microsoft, when it moves between $3.50 and $9.50, sometimes a day. So to say that Microsoft will be at $292.50 by next Friday, that's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal. And in some of these, if I had have gotten into earlier this morning, I would have been into it. I had meetings all morning, so that's why I'm just getting to this now. That's why I'm just getting into this now. AMD, which is some of our favorite, like Angie. AMD is currently at $92.05. AMD has made a whole lot of people a whole lot of money because watch this. AMD grew really, really fast. It grew really fast from where it used to be less than a year ago. From where it used to be less than a year ago at 20 something dollars to now it's at $92.05. That's where it is. So that is why I always advise my followers, to purchase those stocks, buy the stocks. I'm not talking about the contract. Purchase those stocks that are under $40, under $50, and multiple ones. Because when it grows, your portfolio grows. When it grows, your portfolio will grow also. So be mindful of that. NIO, which was doing good in the beginning. This week, NIO hasn't done that well. This week, NIO has not done that well, but it's pretty much out there. It's in the red today. It's in the red today. AMC is in the red. Royal Caribbean. CJ, we going on a cruise, bro. We're going on Royal Caribbean. We're not going on Carnival. If you go on Carnival, I'll see you when you get there. I'm going Royal Caribbean. That is my favorite cruise liner. And so it is it is back and forth today. Let me put it like that. 1 minute is green, 1 minute is red, because it's moving sideways. It's moving sideways. Chris, Royal Caribbean, it's a money maker when it moves. It's not today, because don't forget the airliners and the cruise liners and the vacation spots like Disney, SeaWorld, those places are slowly but surely opening up again. And as they're opening up again, people are beginning to travel. I've got a lot of traveling to do, but I think I'm slowing up after next week. And then I'm going to take a personal vacation after next week, after all of the traveling I've got to do after next week. And others are doing the same thing. You know, they're vacationing before the children go back to school. And I'm sure they're probably vacationing with it, with some of that CTC, with some of that CTC. All right. And then, of course, we had a lot of red today. NOK is moving up and down. It's only gained like Nokia a couple cents. My favorite, Ralph Lauren Polo. Y'all, I've had Polo since it was about $17 a share. Y'all believe that? I've had Polo because Polo has always been my favorite. It's always been my favorite, not just the clothes, but the stock. Now, Polo stock used to be really, really, really slow, but then it kind of sped up. So Polo currently, Polo is at $109.94 a share, right? I have 55 shares of Polo because I keep buying in 5 increments of 5. When I see it's a bad day for Polo and Polo drops, like for example, it's $109 a share right now and 94 cents. If I see something happen and Polo drops down to like $89, I'm going to buy 5 shares because I know it's going to go back over $109 and you will be in there. So that's why I have 55 shares of Polo. Number one is my favorite. And then number two, I know how the stock moves. If it drops, if it has a terrible day, it will rebound. Y'all got to learn to use that word rebound. It's going to rebound. So currently, even though Polo is not doing well today at all, for the most part, they're not moving because they were up this morning and all the way up this morning and then all the way down. And then they were sideways and then now they're down. So they're red 1 minute for a long period of time and they're green for a second. So Polo is not doing that well today, but over the period of time since I've had Polo, Polo has done wonderful because if I'm not mistaken, I've had Polo and I can look back and tell you that I've had Polo since they were like $17 a share that I bought in 2018. In 2018, I bought Polo. And then now this is 3 years later is where it's at 100 and now $10.02 a share. It's $110.02 a share. So trading is good, but sometimes you want to have these stocks in your portfolio so that when when the stock goes up, your portfolio will automatically grow. Pam, don't forget to do that with Snap and keep looking at it because you have until next week. I don't need my battery's dying. You have until next week to make your decision. I thought I brought my cord down here. You have until next week to make that decision to do that. I'm about out of here anyway because I think for me it's lunchtime. Okay, I don't see anything. Excuse me, y'all. I'm trying to. I'm trying to answer these people. I multitask. So, all right. Is there anything else? Do I need to talk about any other stocks, trading, options, puts? We know y'all know about the new IPO. It's called IPO Access. Keep watching that because it'll tell you when new stocks are coming on the market and you want to be in on it early. And let me tell you how, for the most part, how new stocks work. You'll get into it, and then for the first couple of days or so, you're probably going to lose money. So either you have a choice of when a new stock comes open, wait a couple of days before getting into it, or if you get into it in the beginning, be mindful that you're probably going to lose money for a couple of days before it starts going back up. If you look at where Facebook, and I always use that example, right? If you look at where Facebook is now, when Facebook first IPO'd, Facebook IPO'd at $32. Let's say, I know it was 30 something dollars. It was at Facebook at IPO'd at $32 a share. The next day it lost $10. A lot of people got on Facebook because they knew it was going to be a money maker. But when it lost $10 the next day, a lot of people sold. It was a sell-off. And then it caused Facebook to lose even more money. So it went from $32 to about $22 to $16. And so a lot of people started selling off. And so, but me, now I had quite a few of them, right? Especially at $16. What I did is I got more of them. And then I said, well, I don't think this is going to be a good idea to get Facebook. I'm going to do like everybody else and I'm going to sell off. But I had 100 shares. But guess what? I didn't sell all of them. I didn't sell all of my Facebook. I didn't sell all of my Facebook share. I sold half of them. And I'll tell you what I still have here. I still have 54 shares. I think I had 100. I sold 50, kept 50, and then I bought 10, and then I sold 6. So I have 54 shares of Facebook. That is at $369.99. Well, now $370.16 a share. So that's how this stuff works, right? Get in it early and hold. My key, buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold. And don't be scared. Don't be afraid to lose some money along the way. You can also look on the list to see whether or not you have been gaining money or losing money. And as I'm looking at mine for Facebook, for example, it says that I've gained 7,737. Well, it keeps moving, so but just let me pick a number. $7,734.78. And as of today, I've gained $755.18 just on my Facebook. Just on my Facebook. Because I've had it so long. I've had it since it was $16 a share. Well, actually $32 a share. And then it sold, and then it dropped, and then I bought some more at $16 a share. So, but between $16 and $32 a share, I've had it that long, still have it, and it has grown. It has grown. It has grown. This is how I want to end this. We are at 56 minutes, right? 52 minutes. This is how I want to end this. For those of you who are from the country, I know people like CJ from this deep city. Y'all from the city, so y'all don't know anything about gardening. Y'all don't know anything about gardening. But watch this now. And I'm going to have a garden at my new house. So CJ, if you want to come and help me out, you're more than welcome. I have tomatoes and watermelon and cucumbers, yada, yada. So nobody plants a seed today and expect to harvest tomorrow. Am I right? Nobody plants a seed today. Nobody should buy into Facebook today, into Royal Caribbean today, or Ralph Lauren Polo. No one buys it, plants a seed today, and expects a harvest tomorrow. You plant a watermelon seed today. My grandmother said you'd plant watermelon in about the beginning of April. In the beginning of April, watermelon, cucumbers, you plant about the beginning of April. Harvest time is about end of June. Really good watermelon, end of June or sometimes early July. Am I right? So the same thing with the market. What you want to do, you plant a seed and you let it grow. Now that's the stocks. Now, options is something different. Options is something different. Option, and then I was talking to a guy last night, and he gave me a great scenario I never thought of. He option is like you're at a boxing match, and you have money on one either Mike Tyson or Evander Holyfield. One of them's going to win unless it's a tie. Somebody's going to win unless it's tied. I know I'm old school, so I'm calling the old school name, and instead of these new people. But somebody's going to win, so I'm going to put my money on Mike Tyson. I put my money on Mike Tyson. That's trade. That's trade option. So Mike knocks out Evander Holyfield or bites his ear off or something, and then they call the game. He's the winner, or whatever the case may be. I'm going to win my money immediately. That's that immediate money. Or we go to the football game, or we go to the basketball game or the baseball game, and there's two teams. One's going to win. You put your money on one's going to win, right? And then there's some people who play it smart. There's two teams. I'm going to bet on both. I'm going to bet some money. I'm going to bet that the Falcons going to win, and I'm going to bet that the Cowboys is going to win. They're playing each other, they don't, but they're playing each other. One's going to win. So if you bet on both, you're going to win. You're going to win. But if you bet on one and the one that yours does not win, you're going to lose. All right. So that's options. That's option. And then of course, lastly, stocks are more long term. Please understand that stocks are more long term. All right, Pam. So let's keep watching your snap. Let's keep watching your snap in hopes that it will go up until I think you're closing it for next Friday. Am I right? I think I'm closing mine for next Friday also. I have some stuff that closes August the 20th as well. And then the market's about to close here in another 6 minutes. The market closes. Let me see what's my grand total, or do I need to sell anything off before the market close? Let me see. I want to do that. I wanted to do that also with you all live. Ralph Lauren Polo is in the green now. It was in the red. All right. All right. So I'm doing pretty good overall. Even though I purchased a lot of stuff today, I still have a pretty healthy buying power. And this is just in one of my accounts, right? I have a pretty good healthy buying power. And then all of these things that are supposed to close today on the 23rd, after market closing, they will all drop off, and only thing will be there left will be the stuff that's supposed to close on the 30th. And then I have some stuff that's supposed to close on the 20th of August. And so that's the only thing that will be there. Spam, our snap, according to this, is doing a little good. It's in the positive. Let me put it like this. It's making us money. And Pam, what you're doing, start small and how to grow your garden. Start small, how to grow your garden. All right. And then, sometimes it's going to be back and forth. When you look, you would have gained some, you lose some, gain some, lose some. So when you feel that you've gained enough, sell off and take your profit. Or if you want to let it expire next Friday or get close to next Friday, because you're making a lot of money, certainly you can do that as well. Because I think we have a snap to close for. And the Greeks wasn't too bad. We have a snap to close for at $78, and then currently is at $78 and some change. We have a snap to close at $78. $78 call. That's what we have, a $78 call, and then currently it is at how much? It is 77.65. So we're really not winning yet. It's gonna get there. It's gonna get there. Trust me, it's gonna get there. All right. I hope all is well with everybody. I think I'm gonna have an opportunity tonight after markets closing, because remember the markets hours are from 6:00 a.m. to 9:29 a.m. That's called pre-market. From 9:30 to 4 o'clock, from 9:30 a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m., that's the market's hours. It's open. From 4:01 to 6 p.m. to 6 o'clock p.m., that's after market. So after the market closes in its entirety tonight, I think I should have an opportunity to get back on again, and then we'll discuss uh, probably for about 30 minutes or so how the market went, not only today, but this entire week for us. We'll discuss that we'll discuss that on tonight. All right. Hope to see you all tonight. And don't forget to tell everybody that we are over here on the YouTube channel. And then most times I'm gonna share this with the Facebook Live with Tim page, so they will have to friend that page or be invited to that page or subscribe to that page. Then, when they see the picture, either of the stock picture or my photo on that page, click it, and it'll bring them over to YouTube, and then you can discuss. You can get in on the discussion. If all is said and done, I hope all hearts and minds are clear. CJ, I will holler at you later. Chris, I don't know if you're still there, but be easy out there in the West Coast. I know where you are out there. Pam, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you tonight if you are out there tonight. Our friend and classmate Deborah is upstairs with us. I don't know if she's watching, but I'll see y'all tonight. God bless, and I love each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Peace.